everyone, so I'm back with my next Halloween tutorial, and it's a bit more kind of girly I think than some of the other ones I did, but I didn't want to do a full on girly Halloween tutorial, so this has a bit of a twist. So of course it's Cleopatra, but I decided to do the ghost of Cleopatra, so basically, you know, a ghoulish version of Cleopatra. So I wanted to make her look ghoulish or ghostly, still staying with the typical Cleopatra eyeliner and eyeshadow of course, and the hair. So I'll talk you through the costume quickly. So the wig was from Penny's last year, like Primark, so you'll get these wigs anywhere in all the Halloween stores. The fringe on my one was too long, so I had to cut it myself, and I did a bit of a botch job of it, but it's grand. You just want to have it short enough up on the forehead so that it shows off the eyebrows and the eyeliner. And then for the bits at the front here, I just plaited a couple of the bits of the hair, and I put these beads that I just got in a craft store in through the plaits, so that they looked more like the plaits that Elizabeth Taylor had in some of her pictures, because I kind of roughly based it off from Elizabeth Taylor. I mean, the eye makeup is the same one basically that she had in the video, but there's loads of different kind of versions to choose from. So if you just Google even the Elizabeth Taylor makeup for Cleopatra, there's loads of different kind of versions to choose from, so you won't be just kind of stuck to doing this if you don't fancy this exact eyeliner and stuff. And then I put on these kind of goldy and black earrings, and then the costume is an actual Cleopatra costume that I got from ilovesexy.com, and I'll leave the link to that below, and there'll be a full-on picture of the costume on my blog, so you'll see what it looks like. But besides that, it's quite a simple one to do, and my hair is looking a bit mullety now, but keep on watching for the tutorial, and of course there'll be a full list of products on my blog as usual, and pictures and all that. So thanks a million for watching, guys. So I'm going to start off and get a little bit of this Ben Nye Clown White makeup. It's just a white cream makeup. You can get it in most Halloween stores. And I'm also going to get some of a really light concealer. So just this guy from the Ben Nye Highlight Wheel in SK2. It doesn't really matter as long as it's a light concealer. And pop that onto the palette. I'm just going to kind of smush the two together. I'm just going to plop it straight onto the face and just start kind of blending it in. Just going to use any kind of brush. This is actually a paint brush that I got up in a local art supply shop, but it's grand for easing on the face. So unlike the doll makeup, I don't mind my skin kind of looking like skin. I just want it to be more like dead skin. And don't worry about going right up to the hairline, because the wig will be covering the forehead. My neck piece is pretty high up on the neck, so I only really need to bring everything down to the base of the neck, and I'll just do all that off camera so it doesn't take ages. I'm not sure if I'm definitely going to stick with cream for all the contouring, but I'm going to give it a go and just see if it's strong enough. So I'm using the Illamasqua Hollow Cream Pigment, so anything that's a little bit kind of greyish brown. Probably need something a little bit more grey. So yeah, so I'm going to switch to this light pale grey pigment by our cream makeup by RCMA. But any, like, even if you had just a grey cream eyeshadow, it would do perfectly. I'm kind of just going to be layering colours here just to get a deathly look. And I'm going to be using this greyish kind of bluey colour, which was a colour that I used in the last doll makeup that I did. Just use that, it's a little bit darker. I'm going to put that on the lips as well. I'm going to work it around the nostrils. And again, like I said, you don't need to be using all these different colours, but I'm just trying to kind of layer up different colours. I'm going to use this colour by MAC, which is Mid-Tone Sepia, because it's a bit darker. So you kind of want it to look muddy, that's why you don't have to worry too much about mixing and matching. I'm going to pop some underneath the lower lash line as well. And I'm just going to go back into that grey just to mix up, to make it a little bit more greyish. Obviously if you have a more straight on grey colour, you're grand. It's just, I don't have a grey. I have a few kind of silvers and stuff, but I don't have a dark grey cream colour, so I'm just mixing them to create something similar. Now I'm going to go on and work on the eyes, and we'll finish off the skin afterwards. I might use a little bit of powder for that. But for the eyes are actually pretty simple, except for maybe getting the eyeliner even, but I wouldn't even worry too much about it. I'm going to start off with this high definition Chromaline by MAC. I'm actually just going to use my finger to apply it to start off with, and then I'll buff it out in a minute. And you will be bringing the blue right up to the brow, so don't worry about getting it neat. But I'm just going to switch to a brush now and kind of just blend it up. And then of course the eyeliner is going to be going straight out this way, so try and have the eyeshadow not going down past that point. You can either leave a gap or bring it right up. And I'm going to use this colour from my Manly palette, which I don't think is available anymore, but any bright blue basically. Electric Eel by MAC would be similar. I'm going to apply that directly to the lid. And then I'm actually just going to go into a slightly lighter, duller blue. Pick up a little bit of that and then blend that out. I'm going to go into this little Bourjois eyeshadow, and it's their number 6 of those wee pots. I'm going to use that. It's just basically a dark grey. Try not to get it in your eye, but I'm just going to use that to create a shadow, so it's just continuing down from the top eyeshadow underneath, so you're just creating a dark circle. So I'm going to do the eyebrows now before doing the eyeliner. I'm going to use another eyeshadow. This is the Bourjois, same kind of pot, but it's the black one. Because Elizabeth Taylor's eyebrows are very, very dark. And she had very, very straight eyebrows at the, like it was very square here at the front. And hers were a bit thinner than mine. The arch area was a lot thinner, but I'm not going to cover the eyebrows or plug it or anything like that. So you can just arch it at the top if you don't have the most naturally arched brows to make them look more arched. And now for the main kind of event, which is the eyeliner. I'm going to use my Black Track Fluid Line by MAC, and I'm just going to apply it first just over the top lash line as you normally would. And when you come to the inner corner, just make sure you extend it down into a little point, and then you can just bring that point back in to meet the lower lash line. And then you can just continue that lower eyeliner out very close underneath the lower eyelash hairs. And just then bring that out to the edge of the eye. Just bring it up in a line, pretty straight up. Obviously it'll curve around your brow bone if you have a curvy brow bone. And stop it just short of where your eyebrow stops. Have another line coming out in like a triangle shape. Just draw a line from that down as if you were continuing down from your own eyebrow. And then just connect the lines, and then you can just fill it in. Just going to extend my eyebrow down a little bit further. Lift the eyeliner to kind of meet it. So just like a triangular shape like that. I wouldn't worry too much about getting it perfect. I'm just going to go ahead and do this eyeliner, this eye off camera, and then I'll come back and finish off the look. So to finish off the eyes, I'm just going to do loads of mascara, because it still is like, it's still a girly makeup, but just a dead girly makeup. And I probably would have put false lashes on for this if I was doing a proper Cleopatra makeup. I made loads of dents in the skin makeup from my hand hitting off it, so I'm just going to go back over bits of that. I'm just going to set everything in place now with my Ben 9 Neutral set, which is just a translucent face powder. It's really good for any of these kind of Halloween looks, but even baby powder will do if you have nothing else. So just to finish off the contouring on the skin, I'm just going to use this kind of greyish eyeshadow. This is by RCMA as well. It's in the eye colour Pearl Brown, or Brown Pearl, but it's just kind of a taupe brown. And I don't mind if it's a little bit reflective, because I always feel like a ghost skin is going to be a little bit sheeny or translucent. Or if you want, you could still put a little bit of shadow around the nose area and around the mouth. And then I'm going to use the same kind of greyish colour underneath the eye. For the lipstick, I'm going to use this. It was an old limited edition lipstick by MAC, but it's a good colour. It's this kind of weird grey brown, and it was called To Pamper. It's Luster. God knows what collection it was from, I'm not sure, but you could just use one of your cream eyeshadows and use that. I'm just going to draw that in a normal like lipstick or lip shape. For the lips, I'm going to just put some of this kind of taupey brown colour to the outer corner. Pat some onto the actual lips itself. So I'm just going to go ahead and put on my wig and costume now and come back, and then if there's any other touch-ups to be done we'll do it there, but I'd say it's probably okay. I want it to be kind of a simple enough makeup, just the basic Cleopatra makeup, but dead. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. So I've just popped the costume and the wig on. I actually think I want to get rid of that red on the inner section of my eyes because I just think it actually looks quite distracting with the blue up top. So I'm just going to run some black kohl pencil over that. And I want to strengthen the contour a little bit. And then just to finish off, I just want to make the lips a little bit more lip shaped. So I'm just going to use like a brownie nude lip liner. This is Oak by MAC. So that's my kind of ghost of Cleopatra look. It's a much simpler one to do, I think, than some of the other ones that I normally do, so I think it would be a good one if you don't have a lot of time, or if you can't get your hands on maybe latex and a lot of the other bits that I use. So I hope this was helpful, and there'll be loads of pictures on my blog as usual, so I'll see you soon for my next video. Thanks a million for watching, guys. Salon.